Well, I'm really excited to tell you about this project. So just to let you know who I am, I love hippos. I don't know if anyone else likes hippopotamuses as well, but I work at Zoos Victoria, which runs 3 zoos in Melbourne: Healesville Sanctuary, Melbourne Zoo and Werribee Zoo. And I'm the education innovation leader. So my job is basically to help think of new ways to teach young people about nature, science and the environment. Before we begin, I just want to tell you that I'm coming from the land of the Wurundjeri people of the Kulin Nation at Melbourne Zoo. Wurundjeri people have been caretakers of this land for thousands of years, and Melbourne Zoo was a really special place where Aboriginal people would come and share knowledge and information and ideas. So it's a really special place to work. And I'd like to pay my respects to elders past, present and emerging, and any Aboriginal or Torres Strait Islander people who are here today. So welcome, friends. I can't wait to tell you about this special learning activity that's happening in Term 2 that's brought to you by the PASS team, Port Moresby Nature Park and Zoos Victoria. So we've all been hanging out together to bring this really great project to you. Let me tell you a little bit more about it. This is what you're going to do. So basically, you're going to use your STEM knowledge and skills to join a global citizen science project around birds. So you're going to hear about the science of birds from 2 of the most well-known female scientists who know everything about birds there is to know. So that's Miriam and Catherine. So we've got some fantastic on-demand videos that you can play to learn more about the videos, more about the science of birds. You're also going to learn about bird adaptations as part of the year 9 to 11 curriculum. So let's have a quick go. So just a reminder that adaptations are parts of the bird's body that helps it to survive. I want you to have a look at this photograph of a very famous bird of paradise that we all know and love. And I want you to have a think about, in the chat box, can you tell me what is one adaptation that you can see? So what is one way that this bird's body is helping it to survive? So you might look at its face and what's happening there. You might look at how it's moving. Nice. So Kath's thinking about its camouflage, so its colours maybe looking like a flower to survive in the wild. What else can you see, friends? What else are the adaptations? So how is this bird's body helping it to survive? So we have created a teaching guide and student workbook so you can get to know the features and adaptations and classification of lots of cool birds that live in both Australia and in Papua New Guinea. So you'll also learn about bird migration and how actually there are a lot of birds that travel from Papua New Guinea to Australia and then from Australia back to Papua New Guinea. In fact, we share a lot of the same bird species. So, for example, you're going to learn about how there's a cuckoo that lives in Papua New Guinea that travels to both Queensland and sometimes even comes as far south as here in Victoria. Also, the Pacific Coal that we heard before, I was really lucky. I actually saw one in Melbourne the other day, but they mainly hang out in Papua New Guinea. So they travel at different times of year, and you'll explore the reasons why birds like to travel. So you can see that it actually travels all the way from Papua New Guinea along the east coast of Australia. Also, you're going to learn about the orange-bellied parrot, which is one of my favourite parrots that Zoos Victoria has been working to make sure that they don't become extinct in the wild, and how they travel across a really dangerous stretch of water from Melbourne to Tasmania and back. So you're going to learn all about bird migration as part of this. You're also going to learn about bird food webs as well. So there's a really special bird in Australia called the superb lyrebird. So you're going to learn all about its food web and how that food web helps it to survive in its habitat. And then you're going to go and research food webs of birds in your local area as well. You are also going to learn a bit about how to identify birds. So I've got your back, don't worry, I'm here to support you. We've got some really great resources with the Port Moresby Nature Park on how to identify birds when you go out into your schoolyard or your local area and see what birds you can find. So we will help you work out things like size and shape and what it's doing and where it's living, and this will help you work out what type of bird it is. We are also going to focus in on using a special global citizen science platform called eBird. Hands up, has anyone actually used eBird before? I know the Port Moresby Nature Park have had a little bit of a play with it, but it's actually quite a few people in Papua New Guinea are using it now, and a lot of people in Australia are using it as well. This is a global citizen science project that you're going to be part of. So So after learning about birds, getting to know the birds in your local area, learning the science of bird, you're then going to use your technology skills combined with your science skills to actually get real data for scientists to use about birds. It's a really easy website to use. You can either download it on a device of your choice. And by the way, if you move away from the internet or Wi-Fi, it's okay. You can use it offline, and then you can use it again when you get back to Wi-Fi and get back to the internet again. So you can either use it here, or we've provided for you a sheet that you can use to record your birds. And the coolest thing is, this is the best thing I think about citizen science, is you'll be able to go onto eBird's website and find out what birds have been seen already by other people in your area. That's going to make your job much easier. You don't have to spend too long guessing, because you'll actually be able to look at what birds have already been seen. So you're going to have a lot of time on the eBird website, and we've got lots of help for you in the teaching guide and student workbook, so you can start to gather that data. Now, this data isn't just like collecting numbers for no reason. It actually gets used by scientists all over the world to help them make important decisions about birds and their habitats. So, for example, this is an example of how in Australia, they've been collecting data about the shining bronze cuckoo. And then that way, scientists are able to work out what's happening with the cuckoo. How is its populations going? Where is it living? What's its behaviour? How many are left in the wild? They can do that through the power of people like us, giving them important data. So it's really cool. So you're going to use your science skills, you're going to use your technology skills, and also you're going to use your math skills. So the other thing you're going to do is you're going to have your data, and if you want, you can access data that we're going to provide for you, or the data collected by other people on eBird, and you're actually going to compare it and start to use your math skills to analyse and see patterns about specific birds in your area. So you're combining all those STEM skills to actually help birds in the wild, and also to build your knowledge about birds that are around you. And here's the coolest thing. Once you realise what birds are around you, whether they're being used for cultural reasons like a cultural headdress, or they're just hanging out around you, you'll notice that birds are everywhere. Like, they are everywhere. And it's very cool getting to know what you actually can hear, what you can actually see. It's a really nice way to be able to connect to the world around you. And sometimes it's a fun thing to be able to share with the people around you too, all the cool information about it. Once you've done that, you are going to create a scientific presentation. So we have talked to people like Emma Oliver, who is a scientist at Port Moresby Nature Park, and some of our other scientists, and they've helped us build a very simple guide on how to write a scientific report. So first, you're going to write your report on what you found on eBird, what you found out about birds in your area. You're going to use the classic scientific reporting template that actually scientists use in their job, in their role in zoos. And once you do that, you're going to write it up, and then you're going to create a video or a way of sharing what you found with all of us. So the scientists that I spoke about before, Kat and Miriam, along with the Port Moresby Nature team and the Zoos Victoria team, we're going to be here to help you work out what bird you're looking at. And then also, we want to hear what you found out. That's really important to us, and it's really important to scientists. So you could create a video, you could create a PowerPoint, you could write a report, however you want to present it. You're going to upload it to Google Classroom, and then we're going to celebrate together, and you can find out what everyone else found out about birds. So not only have we got our own little citizen science group, then we're going to share that data with the larger citizen scientists out there. So here are some important dates that will be sent to you as part of your calendar. First of all, we've got a special teacher workshop on Tuesday, the 7th of June, where myself and the Port Moresby team are going to help you make sure, teachers, that you're prepared and excited about this program. You can come with any questions, and don't worry, if you know nothing about birds or you don't even know how to identify a bird, we will definitely help you with that. Then everyone, teachers and students, please come and join us on Tuesday, the 15th of June, where we're going to launch this program and do an introduction together. You'll get to ask questions of Miriam, who's one of our female scientists, and also we will tell you all about what you need to know, and we'll walk you through it. So that's going to be a really good day as well. So that will go for another online workshop. Then on the 21st of June, you can come back and you can say, can you please tell me what bird I just saw? Or I don't even know how to use eBird. So you can come with all your questions a week later and just tell us everything that you need, and we will help you out. We got your back there. Then your presentations or your scientific reports are due for Google Classrooms on the 20th of July. So that's cool. You've got a month to get this done. And I think personally that's quite a lot of time, so you'll be fine. So you'll submit your presentation then, whether it's a speech, whether it's a video, whether it's a PowerPoint with audio, however you want to upload to Google Classrooms. And then after that, you can actually go onto Google Classrooms and find out what everyone else has done. So this is a really great way that we can all learn from each other and also learn more about birds. So gang, I'm really, really excited and thrilled to be able to hang out with you over the next few months. The Zoos Victoria and Port Moresby team can't wait to meet you and hang out more with students and learn about birds together and find out everything that you know about birds and share what we know about birds to create a better environment for the world around us. So yeah, I can't wait to see you soon, gang. If you have any questions as well, you can reach out to the Port Moresby Nature Park team. They'll be on Google Classroom, and so will Zoos Victoria. So we're here to support you.